this effortless Qigong Live. Just waking up my vocal cords today. Haven't really spoken yet. So, good morning. How are you doing? In this live, I want to just do some breathing. Okay, that's it. It's pretty simple. So I'm just gonna breathe, and if you're tuning in, you can follow along. So deep inhale through the nose, and exhale, sigh. And inhale through the nose. And exhale with a sigh. And inhale. And exhale. Then bring one hand to the heart, the other hand to the belly, and inhale, belly expands, ribs expand, chest, and exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Breathing like this helps to calm and relax the nervous system. Inhaling, filling the belly, the ribs, and the chest. And exhale, chest, ribs, belly. When we bring the hand to the belly and the heart, it helps to signal to the body to relax, to let go, to feel more safe. Just breathing here into the belly, the ribs, and the chest. And exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Even just try it for 30 seconds, and that can make a difference in your day. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. And exhale, chest, ribs, belly. And when you're ready, we can take a little break. as we go throughout our days, it can be really useful to return to our breathing and to tune in with our bodies. And I think when we practice that on a regular basis, it can help us to relax more, to tune in with ourselves. How do I do this? Like this? So I'm just gonna continue live for the next 10-20 minutes, and I'm just gonna do different breathing exercises. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Jared and I teach Qigong here at Effortless Qigong. This is a casual live. I just thought I would do this as I'm finishing up a Qigong practice this morning. And my goal here with this live is just to show some breathing techniques for those who are interested. And so if you're new to meditation, breathwork, and Qigong, welcome. And if you're someone who's been doing this for a while, well, you can join in and partake. This next breathing exercise I'll show you is called Buddha Holds Up the Earth. Now this one has hand movements, so the hands come low. And as you inhale, hands come up. At about chest level, they turn over, and you look up toward the sky. You pause, and then you exhale down. When you combine full deep breathing with slow mindful movements, you can begin to wash away stress and cultivate a higher quality emotions, higher quality energy. Exhale. And as you're doing it, you want to relax through your fingers, your wrist, your elbows, and soften through your face. And drop into what is called a flow. Inhale, the hands float up. Slight pause at the top. And exhale down. So this is called Buddha Holds Up the Earth. It's a really great technique for relaxing, opening up the lungs. You take a full inhale this morning. And then exhale, slow down. And we'll do one more time, inhale. And exhale down. It can feel really nice to even just do that simple movement for 2 or 3 minutes in the evening or in the morning when you're starting your day. When we can take time to tune in with our breathing and do some mindful, slow movements, that helps to wash away stress and tension, to show our nervous system to relax, to calm down. And this particular movement, Buddha Holds Up the Earth, it's a Qigong flow. And so these flows, your goal is to relax through the muscles as you're doing it, to hold not a lot of tension. And as you breathe and move, what you do as you're relaxing, that helps the sensation of qi, or that life force energy, to move through the body, which can be really good. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do, this next one is called spinal cord breathing. So inhale, and you open the rib cage. And exhale, bending the spine forward. So spinal cord breathing is really good for opening up the rib cage as you inhale fully. And then when you exhale, you push all the air out. So I like this movement because it's really easy to do. You keep your hands nice and relaxed. As you inhale, you're opening up that rib cage. And as you exhale, you're bending the spine. We, as a culture in the West, we are holding tons of tension up or through our spine, and we don't breathe fully. And so one of the things that's happening is to a lot of us is we're sitting at our desk all day, we're driving, we're watching TV, and we're not breathing fully, and so the chest gets tight, and we end up not using a lot of our lung capacity. And when we don't do that, we hold in stress. Stress gets locked in. So these types of breathing exercises are great for opening up the rib cage and activating that rest and recovery mode, because we need to breathe to feel good. So inhale, open up wide. And exhale, push all the air out. So anyway, this is a foundational Qigong move. And exhale down. And I'll do one more time. Inhale, open up the rib cage. And exhale down to the side. So hello, thanks for joining me. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jared. I am the creator of Effortless Qigong. This morning I just finished doing my meditation, breathwork, and Qigong practice, and I thought I would carry into the morning with sharing some discussion on breathing. And I also wanted to show some different breathing techniques. In Qigong, there's so many amazing movements and techniques for breathing. So at its most simplest, what we're doing is we're doing more full mindful breathing with intention and movement. When we combine intention, movement, and breath together, that can help us shift out of stress response into more calm, clear emotions and energy. And the more often we do that throughout our day and throughout our week, it's going to allow us to have more control, more effortless power, like we talk about in Qigong practice. Because when we're calm, cool, relaxed, and centered, we're able to deal with life's challenges in a more skillful and effortless way. Also, these movements help with just quality of life because they're fun to do, they feel good, and they leave you feeling good afterward. Okay? Another great breathing exercise, and move the chair back here. I don't know if you'll be able to see this fully in the screen, but bring your hands to your heart like this. As you inhale, you float the arms out. And then you exhale, arms come back to this sort of prayer position in front of the heart. You tilt forward. And the movement's called Open the Heart to Sky. So as you inhale, you open up. Inhale nice and slow as the hands float out. And as you exhale, hands float together. And you bend forward. So this is great for taking that full breath with a nice, slow, graceful movement. And you can set the intention with each exhale to let go of anything in the heart center that you don't want to hold on to. As you inhale, open up the heart, smile into the body. And exhale fully. By combining breathing, movement, intention, and visualization, you can start to shift how you feel. Have you ever noticed how when you're stressed and anxious, oftentimes you're sitting somewhere and you're thinking about something somewhere else? So you can use the mind to stress yourself out, which is what a lot of us do, and it's easy to do, but you can also use the mind and the breath and movement to create relaxation inner peace, joy, to cultivate compassion. Exhale. And that's the practice of Qigong. Inhale, float one more time. And exhaling the arms together. And you can even actually hold the prayer position. See, this to me is the prayer position has a lot of like connotation around it. We generally think of like a Christian prayer when we see this, but actually, if you ever just wanted to try it without that, forget about that for a second, and just to hold this prayer position, feel into your heart, and notice that holding this prayer position actually brings a sensation of inner peace. So just breathing here. You can even gently push into the sternum with the fingers if you wanted to. And here I'm not thinking about anything in particular, I'm just breathing and I'm smiling into my heart center. This can be a good breath to cultivate joy and compassion. And as you exhale, if you wanted to let go of hatred or resentment or impatience, it can be a good time to do that. Just recycling emotions and cultivating the type of emotions that we want in our lives. And exhale down. I think that through what I have learned through practicing Qigong is that our body is a mystery. Our minds is a mystery, and what I love to do with this practice is to explore and get to know myself, to get to know my emotions, to get to know my energy, to get to know how different movements make me feel. And by exploring breathing and movement and all the different techniques and the Qigong system I learned, which is Holden Qigong, I've learned a lot about my energy. And in the beginning there was a lot of skepticism and doubt. I was like, what can breathing and stretching and these slow movements really do for me? But learning Qigong has really changed my life, and that's why I created this channel, to share it with others. And so far 1,300 people or something like this has decided to join me on this journey by subscribing to the channel, which is cool. And yeah, I think that cultivating and working on our lives should be like the main focus of life. Like, we're alive right now. I think we should honor our lives by feeling good, by feeling peaceful and feeling happy, and cultivating that. Sure, there's challenges and there's times to act and to do things, but in our home, if we're parents, in our lives, if we're individuals, to create a space that when we're with others, with ourselves, that it is a safe, loving, and joyful space where we lead with compassion and integrity and forgiveness, and that every day we're cultivating these qualities. We do it through returning to our breath, by letting go of stress by grounding ourselves in the present moment, and then through actively learning about these other things. Like, for me, Qigong is a foundational habit because we do the stretching and the breathing, and we use these techniques to shift our body out of that stress response into rest and recovery. And doing that on a regular basis is so good for our nervous system. It actually changes our nervous system in time, because if we're chronically stuck in stress all the time, it's wearing down our body. It's wearing down our ability to think. It's wearing down our ability to feel and to enjoy life. And chronic stress is so easy to get stuck into, and because life is really challenging and there's lots of complexities. But that's why these practices have been developed over thousands of years. And they've continued to be handed down for thousands of years. And why practices like Qigong are becoming really increasingly popular in the West, because we don't have the skills in the West to deal with stress in a quality way. And so people right now are searching for answers, and they're searching anywhere they can find them. And one of those answers is stretching, breathing, using intention to shift how we feel, developing high quality energy. So that's great. So in this live, I really just wanted to talk about coming back to the breath. For example, if you're feeling stressed, you could just inhale through your nose and sigh. And again, inhale through the nose. And sigh and let go. And one more time. And for me, when I'm breathing and stretching, I try to open up a place for myself for inner compassion. So I might even say to myself, like, thank you for doing this. I might say to myself, I will always take care of you. I'll always be your best friend. I might say to myself, I forgive you. I might say to myself, I understand. And I might say to myself that I love you to myself. Almost like a parent would to a child to take care of that person. I think it's really important to come back to the breath and to stretching, the present moment, to remember to practice self-compassion, forgiveness and love to yourself and to others as well. Because a lot of the stuff that really distorts our quality of life and the joy that we have access to is when we're judging others, judging ourselves, being angry, upset with others, worrying about the future. Which is natural and it happens. And we shouldn't expect to never feel those emotions. In fact, one of the things I'd like to mention is to be open, curious, and compassionate to what comes up in our lives. So if it's self-doubt or worry or whatever, can we be curious with it? open to it? Can we explore it? Can we breathe through it? Can we feel this discomfort without hiding from it? Because oftentimes when we avoid these things, we'll avoid challenges that they stay with us. mm. Oh yeah. Some other things that really help with this practice of coming back to the breath, qigong, stretching, is sleep. Before I end this live, I just want to mention that getting high quality sleep every night should be like one of our number one priorities. If we're feeling anxious, stressed, depressed, there are a lot of factors that could be involved. It could be, of course, challenges you're dealing with in your life. It could be heavy metal toxicity. It could be, brain damage. There's so many aspects to this, but in our culture, what's happened is that we've really not respected sleep like we should have. So get high quality sleep and find a way to measure your sleep. Measure it every night, review it, master sleeping. When we do that, we're gonna have so much less stress and anxiety and worry, because when we sleep on a more regular basis, it improves our resilience, it improves our recovery. We're able to process emotions when we're sleeping. Sleep is so important, it's so foundational to feeling great, to being happy, to being peaceful, to being present at work. So prioritize sleep every single night. That's super important. So when we can sleep, and when we can breathe, and when we can do these mindful movements and stretches, I think that's a great recipe for everything else, right? So yeah, I'll do one last little breath here. So follow along if you want. So we're gonna inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, let go of stress and tension. Inhale through the nose, exhale, let go. And again. And then place one hand over the heart, one hand just below the belly button. Inhale into your belly, expand the ribs, and expand the chest with the breath. Then exhale, chest, ribs, belly. It's called wave breathing. The placement of the hand helps invite the body to relax, to feel more peaceful. The slow, deep breathing soothes and calms the nervous system. You can soften and relax the muscles in your face, neck and shoulders, in your hands and feet. And sit comfortably on your chair. And tune into your breathing. acknowledging that if you're sitting here now doing this, in this moment, you are safe. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. If you're new to the channel, like this live and subscribe. Here at Effortless Qigong, we're all about asking this question: how can we have less stress and more energy? How can we live high quality lives? How can we use these mind-body practices to create a more high quality mind-body connection? How can we explore our mind and our body? Because being human is this incredible gift, but it's also a miraculous mystery to explore consciousness, to explore our mind, our body, our emotions, and how all of this is connected is a gift in itself. It's not just a gift to practice Qigong, to get the results from it, but it's also a gift to be able to learn and explore and to discover new things. And so today I briefly discussed the power of breathing and how we can combine breathing with intention and movement to improve our lives and to feel better. And I hope that if you're new to this work, that has inspired you, that you subscribe to the channel and that you choose a wonderful routine for beginners to get started with your Qigong journey. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.